Growth Strategy Lab. Like I said, I'm not here to talk, you listen. You are going to be opening your, don't worry, you will use less of your jotter, you use more of the workbook, right? If you check the workbook, there are some places there that you are going to write. You can just flip through and see. So I want you to just follow me as we journey through. Just follow me as we journey, right? Now, Growth Strategy Lab, like I explained to us before, why we are here to take some sessions around how you can grow your business or your career. It is not just a random kind of training or session that you'll be always used to. So we are here to actually look into some fundamentals of growth, things that you can apply right now to move from where you are to the next stage that you need to be, right? And first, you need to understand that we are here to help you think strategically. That's the first thing there, thinking strategically. Some of us here, you have different information at your disposal, right? You have different knowledge. But what you need, I call it a body of knowledge. I call it a body of knowledge. And what does that mean? A body of knowledge is a well-structured kind of knowledge. Example is for instance, the course you studied in school is a kind of, a body knowledge that after you have gone through it, you are expected to become something or somebody. Are we together? For instance, if you did medicine and surgery in school, right? First year, second year to the last year, after you have gone through all the structured program, you are expected to become a medical doctor. Are we together? Now, you read law. After going through all you did law, all your labor law, all your tenancy law, all your, I know all of those things. So don't mind, this guy, he did law. My roommate was a law student, so I know all of those big textbooks that you used to read. So after all of those, you go back to law school, right? When you are now done, you are expected to become a legal professional. Are we together? So you cannot do law and at the end you are being called a doctor, then something is wrong, right? Except you go back to school and go and do medicine again, right? So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to help you understand that thinking strategically is thinking within a body of knowledge, a body of truth that has what you are expected to become at the end. Secondly, how can you execute intentionally? How can you execute intentionally? If we are to be fair to ourselves, I'm sure many of us here, you always write your plans. You always write your goals. But the problem is that how many of those goals do you actually execute? Right? I'm sure some of you even have a New Year resolution for this year. This is June, Abi. Should we do the practical? How many of those resolutions have you achieved? Or are you really working with? Right? So this is to tell us that executing intentionally is far, far, and far better than even planning. Whatever you plan on paper and it lives just on the paper, that cannot change anything in your life. Your ability to execute, right? To know exactly what I have to do and go taking action to make it happen is what really changes anything in your life. Then the next one is growing consistently. Growing consistently. Growth is not a destination. Are we together? Growth is never a destination. I'm sure when you were young, maybe all your prayer was that I want to become a graduate. Abi, now you are a graduate. So being a graduate does not even mean anything to you anymore. So you are now thinking of maybe how do I go for my master's, how do I do my PhD, or how do I do MBA, how do I, somebody want to even go and get another first degree. You just want to grow and become more. Are we together? That is because the growth, this thing called growth, is not something like when they say human wants are insatiable in economics. That's exactly what they are telling you. Growth, no matter who you are, especially when you have the growth mindset, you still want to become. You still want to become. That's just the truth. So growing intentionally is very important, and growing consistently. You have to become a better version of yourself every single time, every single day. The next one is building meaningful connections. Let me just say this. If all you can take out of this training is just the content of this training or my handsome face, that is not enough. Ensure you have somebody's contact. Hello. Ensure you have somebody's contact from this training. I'm sure no matter who you are, you cannot dislike everybody here. This guy, I don't like his dressing. See the way he dressed. No. No, everybody cannot be that. At least there will be somebody that you like the way he dressed, the way he sits, the way he talks, the way he looks. Walk out to that person. Walk up to that person, collect the person's number, especially when you are introducing yourself and you know that, like me and this guy can do one or two together, or me and this lady can do one or two together professionally. So, ensure you have the person's number. Let me help us understand something. Every great man you see today, right? They have their inner concourse. I was in a meeting one day, we were just joking with something, and we said, do you know that Dangote is in a WhatsApp group? Somebody wants to debate that. Dangote, do you think he's not in a WhatsApp group? You don't think so? Let's talk to me. Do you think Dangote will ever or can ever be in a WhatsApp group as we speak right now? So we should talk now. You think he cannot? He cannot. He will. You are the one that is not in that WhatsApp group. Oh. That's the truth. You are the one that is not in that WhatsApp group. But I'm sure I'm not in that WhatsApp group as well. But I'm sure he's in the WhatsApp group. I used to say jokingly that there is somebody or some people who will call Dangote and say, hey, Aboki, how are you? Now, you don't understand the joke. Somebody will call Dangote in the morning, as big as he is, and say, Aboki, how are you? Now, what does that mean? They are friends. Abi, they are friends. I remember when IK Ogbonna was talking about Alex. He said Alex saved his number as white goat. Abi, how many of us heard that? Abi, white goat. So can you even save? Do you even have IK Ogbonna's number? Let them know saving his number with white goat. It means that they are friends. Now, all of these guys you are seeing, they actually met themselves somewhere. They actually met themselves somewhere. So this might be a place where you can meet a business partner that you're going to journey through life with. So please don't take it lightly. Then we are here to create lasting impact. So all of this is just to prepare our mind. So now let's get into the slide. This is my handsome face and this is my little profile, right? I'm a corporate training consultant. I've done over 400 training. I've delivered more than 400 trainings actually. I think I even need to update that profile. This month, boy, I don't try itself. More than 10,000 professionals impacted, right? Even to talk about club members alone, I don't do more than 20,000 self. It's true. You know how many camp I've been to? I've been to Lagos camp. I've been going to Lagos camp since 2023. And every year, this Lagos camp alone, you have about close to 4,000 to 5,000. Abi, if you calculate that since, and you know how many batches they have in a year. Same thing with Ogun State. Me say I don't try now. Apart from other trainings that we've done, I've been doing training since COVID-19. When we used to do WhatsApp training, even before COVID-19, right? So I am the provost and the lead strategist as well as Adventures Leadership and Business Academy, and a national performance strategist. Let's do all of those. It doesn't matter. Talk to me, I talk to you. That's what matters. So now, find S. We are here to find S. I'm sure some of you, one of the subjects you hate the most while you were in school is mathematics, right? Especially when the equation is said and you're like, oh yeah, come and find S and Y, like, which one is S and Y again? And because maybe some of the mathematics teachers are always wicked. Am I correct? It's like they're always wicked. So that made many of us to hate mathematics. But the truth is that Life is actually a mathematical equation. That's just the truth. Life is actually an equation, and solving S till you die, you keep finding S. Till you die, you keep finding S. As we are here today, we are here to also find S. So you know the kind of S that you are finding, maybe in your career, in your business, in your family, in your finance, in anything that matters to you. You are here to find S. And what is the S? The missing factor. You know the missing factor in your life. You know the missing factor in your business. You know the missing factor in your career. That's why we are here. So now let's think again. What is that S that you want to find? What is that S that you want to find? I just want you to think about it. Just 1 hour. Just 1 minute, rather. Just 1 minute. Think about that S, that missing factor, that missing link in your life that you think you want to find from here. Because if you don't have anything you want to take out of this session or this program, it will just be like normal event for you. Just come at the end. Once or gone. That guy is a bit talk, man. I saw they gave us back now. See the whole thing. They took pictures. I saw one guy. The guy see the glasses. Just hold camera like say, you don't even want to talk to anybody. That's all you will be able to say. So what is that factor that you want to pick in your career, in your business, in your family, in your income, in your impact, all right? Maybe in your leadership journey as well. What is that X that you want to find? So every other thing we want to do in these 2 sessions that we're having is about finding S. Everything we want to do, everything we want to discuss is about finding S. So what is that S? My own S is different from your own, obviously. Right? My S now is how to make some $1 million. Maybe that might not even be your own headache now. Maybe your own headache is how do I even eat dinner? How do I get a job? How do I get a better job? Right? So what is that S in your life that you are here to find? Now, this is the first session. We are going through growth diagnosis and strategic clarity. Growth diagnosis and strategic clarity. That's the first session we are taking. All those ones I've been saying since, they are just preambles, just preparing our minds. Are we together? Are we ready to join in? You cannot grow. You cannot grow if you cannot diagnose your journey. Hello? You cannot grow your career, your business, if you cannot do proper diagnosis. It's more or less like a medical doctor. Somebody will just come to your office and says, I'm having a headache, I'm swollen, I'm this and that. And all you are saying is that, madam, you are pregnant. Is that a good doctor? It's not. There must be proper diagnosis, there must be proper tests before you can come to a conclusion of what is happening to that person. So even in your own personal life, before you can conclude on what you think is happening in your life, there are some assessments you have to take. There are some thinking that you have to do. Before you think that somebody is against you in your family, before you think that because I went to that university, then do me bad thing. Before you think about that lecturer, right? Before you think they are the one that is causing you not to grow, you have to first of all think about your own self, do a proper assessment on your own self. Then from there, we now look into strategic clarity, right? After you have done proper assessment, you now want to be clear very well. You need proper clarity on who you are, the journey of your life. See, everything I'm here to say, take it personal. Hello, are we together? Everything I'm saying here, everything you have in that workbook, take it personal. Don't just see it as a general knowledge or a random knowledge for everybody. Now, what is this session going to help us? What are the objectives? Number one, to help you understand where you are. Trust me, if you don't know where you are, You can't get to anywhere. You must know exactly where you are. Then identify your growth bottlenecks. Your growth bottlenecks. Some of us here, you think you are not growing, but you are even you are the original bottlenecks of your life. You are the one hindering your own growth. So we are going to look into that. Then we are going to help you gain clarity and build a growth foundation. So from here, you are going to build a kind of foundation on what you have to do daily, right? In fact, the last session, we're going to be talking about your next 90 days journey. Things that you have to be doing every day. Even at least 1% of it has to be done every day in the next 90 days. Because 90 days from now, we are going to reach out to everybody here for an assessment. Hello, I'm saying this now. It's not that when they call you, say, who is that person? I can't remember. Why are you calling me? Where did you get my number? Some are even funny. Say, what can I do for you? Where did you get my number? Everything's, where did you get my number? Is your number strange? Is your number high? This way. So we are going to make a call across to you or call you for a meeting to assess your 90 days journey after this program. So before we leave, you are going to map out your next journey. The journey of your next 90 days. What you want to achieve and what must you do every day to make this come to pass. Now, that yellow part is not showing, but maybe I'll just read it out. You have to write down these things. Please, everybody, get back to your workbook. If you don't want to show it to anybody, doesn't matter. You can hide it very well. I used to keep those things. Don't want your friends sitting close to you to see in class that time when you're writing tests. Just cover it very well. The first one is, what is your growth? What is your current income? Your current income level. What is it? Right? What is your current income level? Just find somewhere to write it first. You can write it at the back, that empty page at the back first. What is your current income level? Some of us here, or everybody here, the money we get per month is not the same thing. Some people here, their total earnings per month is maybe around 100,000, maybe less. Some of you far above 100,000, right? While some of you here, you are a big man, big boy, big girls. You know what I mean? So write it down. The next one is your current career position. Are you an entry level? Are you a corp member? Are you still trying to find your place? Maybe you don't even know where you are at all. You shall know say you are living. Every day you wake up, you eat, you freshen up. At the end of the day, you go back to bed and you sleep, waiting for the next day to come. So what is your current career level? Everybody has their level. You must know exactly where you are. All of these exercises are very important. Please, just ensure you participate in them. These are things that would inform what we are going to be building on them later. The next one is, what is your current business growth level if you are into business? What is your current business growth level if you are into business? Right? What is your current business growth level? Are you a startup? Right? In your startup, startup is different from startup. Hope you know. SMS is different from SMS. Some SMS, they are doing millions and they will be telling you a startup. Why your own? After you pay the only one staff that you have, the rest is on God. So you need to identify that. Then, what is your current influence? What is your current influence? Maybe in your industry, you can focus on your industry. What is your current influence? Next one, what is your current lifestyle? What is your current lifestyle? I'm sure some of us there, you want to enjoy life, right? I see all over the world, enjoy the vacation, holidays, go to Dubai, enjoy vacation like that, and all those things like that. As you have those aspirations, right, they are off mind. But let's come back home. Let's identify the reality. What is your current lifestyle, right? What kind of lifestyle, what lifestyle can you afford now? The next one is, what is your impact level now? What's your impact level? Are we done? Are we done? Wait, so I didn't mean we should write what I was saying. No, I want you to write the answer. No. Did you get that? I'll be just writing what I said. I was just asking the question so that you can write your own answer. So do you want to write the answer now? Please just do that. I want everybody to participate, please. Now, the next one, imagine I told you to write all of those things, right? Now we are going into 5 years journey from now. That is 2031. This is June 2026, right? 5 years from now is June 2031. Now, if you continue the way you are now, hello, if you continue the way you are, your habits, same thing. Your mindset, same thing. Your network, same thing. Your level of discipline, same thing. Your approach to life, to career, and to business, same thing. Meaning that your modus operandi to life, your perception about life, same thing. Your perception to money, same thing. Your perception to wealth, same thing. Your perception to success, same thing. Then the next question is, what will your life look like in 2031? Oh yeah, now I want you to not look at me. Think about it. If you journey the way you are journeying now, everything you do on a daily basis, right? Everything you do every day, just look at maybe the last 1-2 years of your life. You know things that you do always, right? Just imagine you keep doing it every day for the next 5 years. What will be the reality of your life? What will be the reality of your life? Let me help you understand something. I'm sure you were told that your destiny is in God's hands, right? I'm sure we were told that your destiny lies in your hands. I'm sure you were told your foundation contributes to what happens in your family, in your life, your environment, and everything. All of those philosophies are correct. I believe 100%, but I would love to add to it. Your destiny lies in what you do consistently. Please write that down. Your destiny lies in what you do consistently. Your destiny lies in what you do consistently. What you do every day is what will determine or what will aggregate to what you will become. Normally, when you see a student that goes to school every day reading medicine, you can tell that this person is going to become a medical doctor. Abi, reading law, you can tell that this person is going to become a lawyer. Doing engineering, you can tell that this person is going to become an engineer. So everything you do on a daily basis, you do them every day, consistently. That will be what will determine the outcome of your life. That will be what will determine the next 5 years of your life. Now, let me buttress that a bit. I'm sure everybody here, you have your own different definition of success. But why are you not using it? Don't worry, you still use it. There are still spaces there to use it. Don't worry. I'm sure you have different definition to what success is. Now, let me give you one definition I believe I love so much. Success is neither magical nor mysterious. Please, you want to write that down. It will help your life. Success is neither magical or mysterious. It is the natural consequence of consistently applying the basic fundamentals. Like I said, this not. I'm not here to do perspire to Maguire, right? Then to Messiah. I used to say those things back then. I remember when I was in school. I always like to start my speech with perspire to acquire your desire, which you admire, don't retire. Even people conspire and inspire because you have a Messiah who make them inspire. I not try, I'm not clap for me now. Okay, so we're not here to do all of those, right? If you know me some years back, I used to do more of motivation, right? Motivational speaking, but now I think I'm letting go of some of those things. Success is neither magical nor mysterious, but the natural consequence of consistently applying the basic fundamentals. But the natural consequence of consistently applying the basic fundamentals. Now, please underline the word consistently, or let me read that again. Success is not neither magical nor mysterious, but the natural consequence of consistently applying the basic fundamentals. And I said, underline the word consistent, natural consequence, underline consistently, then underline basic fundamentals. Are we good? Are we good? Now, when we say something is magical, who will help us explain this, bro? When we say something is magical, what does it mean? Talk now. Bones, okay, yeah.
Say something
Huh? Yeah, now. When we say something is magic, no magic. What is magic? Not natural. We are using English to explain English. Oh. Okay, who help us? I don't want to use mysterious because mysterious is there. So let's use another word. Bro, when something is magical, what does it mean? When somebody is performing magic, what does it mean?
say it you want like
Yeah, yeah.
something that you want like about yeah.
Something that human mind or normal mind cannot comprehend.
So you say something it's something that's human being don't really experience. So it doesn't
Thank you. So something that has this kind of supernatural interference, right? Something that you cannot really explain. It's not natural. So obviously, we have just established that success does not happen that way. By the way, this same way some of us think success happens. You just think one day, you just wake up, just go to your backyard, you see one big Ghana must go, and one angel will tell you, my son, open it. You open it and you see dollars, and you just relocate to UK. Success is not magical. Then success is not mysterious, right? Being mysterious is synonyms to magical. But a good example of being mysterious is sleep. How many of us believe that sleep is mysterious psychologically, but maybe medically it might not. But psychologically or philosophically, it is actually mysterious. 2 points. How many of us here who can tell us when you slept last night? Anybody? Can you tell us when you slept last night? Yeah? 12. Exactly 12. You check the time. 12:00. Huh? Is it possible? It's not possible. That's number 1 point. Number two, so you can only tell the last time you remembered. Number two, all those times you were asleep, what was happening? Where were you? Eh? Where were you now? That's why I said philosophically, medical science will explain what is happening, but we are not doing mess here, right? Now, success is not magical, it is not mysterious. Then what is success? It is the natural consequence. I said underline the word natural consequence. Natural consequence, it means that it is something that comes to you naturally. Hello, I'm sure some of you are trying to struggle with what I'm saying. Is it actually true? Naturally, Anyway, I understand there are some factors, right? There are some factors that might make success not to be natural to an individual, right? But normally, by the standard of God, success is meant to be natural. So it is a natural consequence of consistently applying basic fundamentals. When you have been able to identify what are the basic fundamentals that can give me this thing I want. Now, talking about success here could mean many things to you. Your own success could mean how to grow your business and get like 21 billion. You have your 5-year target, 1 billion. That's your own headache. That's your own success that you are trying to pursue at all times. Your own is that, how can I get one good job with KPMG? Make I dey collect better money. Abi, your own is that, how do I land one foreign gig? Make I dey Nigeria here, just dey enjoy my money, just dey collect in dollars. That might be your own success. Maybe your own, you have one exam coming, and all you are thinking now is that God, I need to pass this exam. That's your own success. So success could mean many things to you. It is neither magical nor mysterious, but the natural consequence of consistently applying the basic fundamentals. It then means that how many of us we agree with that, first of all? Now, if you not agree with that, you now understand that some things that you pray for, you're not supposed to pray for them. I think I'm trying to I'm trying to break somebody's theology now. There are some things you pray for, you are not supposed to pray for them. They are supposed to come to you naturally. Some of us here, we are just being religious. The truth is that you want to write an exam, you are praying, God, this exam, oh, hey. There was one guy then when we were in school. If you see this guy play, you know that it's like this life is war zone. Olúwa jọ̀ọ́, jọ̀ọ́ Olúwa, Olúwa jọ̀ọ́, ayé tí Olúwa jí bá jọ̀ọ́. Now, you can also see that there are some guys in your class. You can't even say if these guys are Christians. You can't even say if they are Muslims. You can't even say if their father na Babalawo. But these guys, make dem no open book for 2 hours. They don't gather everything wey dey inside. Now let's be realistic. Let's check 5 years from now. Let's look at the schools. All the best graduating students from each school, are they all identified Christians? Let's be real now. Let's be real. Are they all identified Christian? Like quote and unquote identified. I'm not saying they are not Christians, but are they all identified Christians? So what does that mean? That same prayer that you are praying to pass an exam, somebody will just throw into the exam, write the exam and get A. You when you pray, you get C. Wetin can happen? God no dey answer prayer. Is God not answering prayer? Let me say, is God not answering prayer? But there are some things that God does not really bother himself about. Let's be sincere. There are some things that God will never bother himself about. There are principles to life, right? We have the person of God and the principle of God. We have the person of God and the principle of God. The person of God is what makes you a Christian, or this is not a Christian gathering, but makes you a Muslim, or makes you, provided you shall believe in God. The principle of God is what sustains the universe. Trust me, there are some prayers you don't have to pray if you can apply the principles that are already embedded in the universe. If I climb this place and I'm talking and I lose guard, what will happen to me? On my way coming down, if I'm praying, or no matter how I prayed, does that mean I will not fall? I may fall, no, something might not happen to me by the grace of God, right? But that fall, I will still fall. That means even God respect the law of gravity that he has put in place. Are we together? So that same thing you want in your own life, that S that you want to find, you don't just need, I'm not saying you should not pray, don't get it wrong. I'm saying that with your prayers, with other things that you do, there are basic fundamentals. You don't become a prayer warrior to become a pilot. You don't become a prayer warrior to become a medical doctor. You have to go through the normal procedure that will make you that individual. So that same thing you want to do to grow your business, to grow your career, what exact thing, what are the basic fundamentals that you need to apply consistently to make it happen? You are a student, you want to pass an exam, library to lecture to understanding of those, very important. I just use that as an example because I believe everybody here, we were all on campus, so we have the experience. So that experience is common to everybody. Now, the question we have before, this question, what will your life look like? I'm sure you have seen that. I mean, you have pictured what your life will look like if you continue like this in the next 5 years. Now, the next question is, are you excited by the future or you have a concern about it? With what you have identified now, that if you continue the way you are, if you keep doing what you are doing now, they say it is a fool, right? Or it's stupidity to be doing the same thing over and over again and expect different results, right? So if you keep doing what you are doing right now, that who you are going to be, the reality of your life in 2031, is it something you'll be excited about or something of concern to you? These are questions that they are not for motivation. You are supposed to think about them personally and answer them. Some of you, when you get home, you still have to go back through the workbook and start going through them one after the other. After all of this, some of you need to go and buy new books and start reading, finding your S, knowing that my life cannot continue like this. See, let me tell you something. When they say things change with time, it is correct. But let me tell you that things that really change with time are those things that does not really matter. Things that change with time are those things that don't really matter. Things that really matter to you may, emphasis on may, never change with time. Check elderly ones that you know, maybe in your family. Has things really changed for them? At least they are older than you. Has things really changed for them? Things don't change with time. Time will only show what is in the future for you. Now, the next, what is the cost of getting to where you want to be? That place you want to be, that place you want to build your business to be, that reality of life that you have identified, that level of finances that you want, that level of lifestyle that you want. What will be the cost? What will it cost you to get there? Every growth will cost you something. In fact, growth will cost you. That's why they say growth is expensive. Growth will cost you, but not growing will cost you more. Growth will cost you, but not growing will cost you more. So, what is the cost of that thing you want to do? And what will be the trade-offs for what you want? Hope you know that there are always trade-offs for everything you want in life. In economics, we call it opportunity cost, right? Alternative for gone when choice is made. God bless my economics teacher. So there's always a trade-off for everything. Some of us, your trade-offs could be less of sleep, just could be all the money you are spending. You need to go and keep some to do some other things in your life. Some could be to let go of some friends and find a way to break into some level of connections. What are the trade-offs? What will it cost you to actually become that thing you want to become? Growth is not accidental. Nobody just wake up tomorrow and you just see yourself a billionaire, just see yourself millionaire, you just wake up tomorrow and see that your company already has 20 staff. Just like that. Easy. It's not accidental. It is never accidental. If you ask anybody that you admire today, if you ask them their growth journey, they will tell you a lot. The Hausas will say, Bakremiba, not be small thing. Abi, not be small thing, my brother. Bakremiba, not be small thing. It is not accidental. So I'm trying to carefully prepare our mind to what is to come. Now, everybody here, maybe when we were in school, we thought that if I just graduate like this, I will travel go Lagos. After I get to Lagos, I'll become big boy overnight. Then I'll still become big boy overnight. Or they told you when you graduate, don't worry, everything will be fine. Now you are a graduate, so as everything be fine. You thought, let me just finish this school. Back then, you were thinking all those wicked lecturers. I was feeling it now. Some of us we were having proud, like you, lecturer. I met you in this school. I will come back and beat this same school. You know, you just be teaching physics 101. I will just go and make money and still. Have you made the money now? Have you made the money? Everybody wants to grow, but growth is not accidental. Now, if you want to grow, first thing there, understand your current state. If you don't know where you are, you can't get to anywhere. Let me ask you a question. Sorry, sister. If you are coming here, okay, sorry. If I'm coming to your house, maybe you give me a description and maybe I forgot. I now called you that, I'm lost to, can you help me find my way? What question would you ask me? Where exactly are you? Thank you very much. Where exactly? So it means that even if you want to help somebody and you don't even know where the person is, definitely you can't help the person. Abi? Just imagine the person does not even know where he is. So I just told you I'm in Ikeja, right? I mean, where are you in Ikeja? I'm just in Ikeja. I don't know. Maybe Okpebi, Alausa. I don't even know. I shall take Ikeja. How would you be able to help me? Maybe you'll be stranded. Or you say, I don't know, maybe you have somebody around you. Abi, that's the only alternative. Have somebody around you. Tell them where you are. Maybe they can help you. Then I can now direct you from there. What does that mean? Until you know your current state, financially, business-wise, career-wise, where exactly are you? Understand where you are today. The next one is getting clarity on what exactly do you want to do. The problem that many of us are trying to solve, right, is somehow not created by us to an extent. It's created by the system we find ourselves. Now, some of us, or maybe majority of us, you spent 4 years, 5 years in school, right? All you were being taught, or all you were doing, all of them were just how to pass your exam, how to have your grades, and all of those things. You were never prepared for the life after school. Now, the sardonic part is now that all of those things that you have spent your last 4 5 years to do in school, you probably don't even have plans for them anymore. Should we do the practical? If you ask us now, what did you study in school? What are you doing now? Or what do you want to do with your life? Two parallel lines. Now the question is, look at it this way. You have spent 4 years to study something you don't even have plans for. And in 6 months, now to break into another thing like that, I expect to just work out. That is why they will say in Nigeria, you can leave school the next 2 3 years. You are still trying to find. You are not even. That's what I always say to majority core members. If you did not study quote and unquote what I call professional course in school, right? Your journey in life is you have a long way to go. What do I mean by professional course? If you did medicine and surgery, brother, you can after your housemanship, you can easily find one medical somewhere to attach yourself. Abi, come to us, find one this thing, demarcate it, then do pregnancy test. Abi na you go eat. Obviously, you surely find somewhere, even if it's a small clinic, to work. Abi, either private or government, you can easily find somewhere to work. Let's say you did a law, come to the worst of it, you go into real estate and be doing CFO. You know that there's money in real estate too, don't you know, brother? If you want to buy land now, the kind money agent will call for you. Like, I don't understand. Now you get the land, abi you just be agent. Even ordinary 2 bedroom flat. If you wondering, guy, not be you late to block. Oh. Not be you late to block now. What am I trying to say? With some of those courses, you can easily, like it's kind of easier for you to find somewhere that you can be, right, doing something. Just imagine you did forestry and wildlife, animal husbandry, Yoruba education, ma, you said childhood education, early childhood, microbiology. Should I continue? Plant biology and biotechnology. The question is, where do you want to work? I'm not saying those courses are useless courses, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that we have a lot of graduates from those courses who cannot or who are struggling to find a place. So you now see now everybody is going into real estate, everybody is going into tech because how many lab even dey Ikeja? This Ikeja, how many lab dey? That's it. I'm sure in all of this, please pick the knowledge there. It's not just for you to laugh. I'm just trying to picture a reality of getting clarity on what you want. So there is nothing bad in doing a course that you don't want to do anything with, right? Now that you have dropped the certificate, some of us we were also conditioned to have that certificate in the first place. Maybe you have written JAMB 3 times, right? You don't want to stay at home anymore. Maybe your younger ones, they already drag out your room, they already dragging it with you like abeg, I need to leave this school, I need to leave. Or all your secondary school mates, this one will come home say I'm in UI, just be talking about one lecturer, you be like me. Na teacher I no know lecturer. Abi, you know teacher, you don't know lecturer. Now we come, that test, this one, hey, be like this one will come, I'm in OAU. God, when? So now, you all your life, you have always wanted to study medicine and surgery, but this time around, God helped you. Microbiology, now console yourself. Shall go write JAMB again. I don't tire to the right JAMB. Oh. So, well, abeg, no be by course, abi to succeed no be by course. Just console yourself. Now, 4 years after, you are now a microbiologist by certificate, nothing to do with it. So you are not trying to now say, okay, well, such is life, let me go and do something. You are now starting to learn project management, starting to learn human resource management, starting to learn product design, starting to learn data analysis, starting to learn what, just imagine that some of you are even very funny. Very funny. You want to do 6 weeks training. and become pro. That your 4 years course in school, are you a pro? No, now talk to me. 4 years course in school, are you a pro? Just 6 weeks. You want to earn the highest, you want to be the highest paid in Nigeria. It doesn't really work that way. So clarity, you must know exactly what you want to do. Some of you here, you reach out, and I want to take a course. Which course do you want to take? I don't know. If you tell me, I mean, anybody here, what's it? Has anybody, like you chatted me the first time, I want to take a course, and I asked you which course, you say you don't know. Anybody here? So if you tell me you don't know the course you want to take, automatically it explains to me that you don't have clarity. That's the truth. You don't have clarity yet on what you want to do. Some of you are still on that verge of, abeg, na only God know tomorrow. A little here, a little there. Anyhow, we go survive life. So I will now go ahead and say, okay, if you don't know, so that I can help you, maybe guide you to choose a course that you can do. Now, what kind of career do you want to build? The next is, I don't know. So how do I help you? It means I don't even know where you are going. That's the point. You don't know where you are going. That's what you are telling me. So now, how can I suggest a course to you when I don't know the kind of job you want to do, the kind of career you want to build? That's part of what we are going to do. The next is one at a time. What are the strategic positions that you have to do, that you have to create? What are the strategies? Now, what's the strategy? Strategy is simply mapping out how to do how to do a thing or whatever you want to do, how to do it, when to do it, and what to do. That's basically what we call strategy. For instance, you just bought a new book, 500 pages, you want to finish it in a month. What is the strategy there? You divide it by chapters. Every day, I will read 2 chapters. Simply, that's strategy. It's not think too much. So when people say we are in a strategy room, we consultants, sometimes we like to use that kind of big word. We are in a more strategy session with the CEO of banks. What is this? What are they doing? What are they discussing? This is called strategy. What is it? It is simple, very simple, right? Trying to identify what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. For instance, you want to make $1 billion. That is your next target. We are now trying to strategize. What can we do to make this happen? Right? How can we do it? Who and who do we involve? How do we implement it? That's simply what it means. So in your own personal life, after you have gotten the strategy, the clarity on what you want to do, what are the strategies that will make this happen? Then you have to do execution. Execution is simply taking action. Some of us, like I said, our problem is we are not taking actions. We have all the plans in our head. All the plans dey here, but you can't. The first step you have not taken. Now let me bring something to us. There are a lot of philosophies around taking actions, right? I understand. I'm not saying you should not know your onions. I'm not saying you should not map out everything needed to be done. But the truth is that the more you keep planning, it will result in one thing, and it's called paralysis by analysis. Paralysis by analysis. It means that at some point, you don't even know what to do anymore. But how come, how be it that you have a little clarity, takes more action? Takes more action. See, somebody will tell you that clarity will meet you as you journey through. Clarity will meet you as you journey through. So sitting down together, sitting down at a place and expecting that everything will just come to you like you are watching a movie, you are wasting your time and do not come to pass. It's not reality at all. Even the journey of your own life, God will not show you everything at once. The journey of your life, right? God will not show you everything all together at once. It's bit by bit, but you must keep taking actions. Now, current reality check. Where exactly are you? Please open your workbook. Where are you now? I think it's on your book. Yeah, it's on your workbook. Can you see the place on your workbook? Please answer that question. Where are you? What is your career stage? What page is that? Page 7. Thank you. So please answer it. You are going on with the work. Don't worry. Write it very well so you can go back and read it. It is personal to you, so nobody cares. What is your income reality? You can write it on the workbook. Then, what is your biggest challenge in trying to do what you want to do? What is your biggest challenge? Answer the questions there. Where are you right now? I know you are Tikeja, but where exactly are you, like in your own life? What is your career stage? What is your business stage? What is your income reality? Are we done? Please, I said that workbook is yours. Nobody is collecting it from you. The best you could do to yourself is to be real to yourself. Don't try to hype yourself. This is time for reality check. Reality check. Just know exactly so that when you know exactly where you are, you can now challenge yourself that omo, I still have a long way to go. Maybe some motivations can come from there. Are we good? Are we good, please? Now moving on. Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? So this is why most people stay stuck in life, in career, and in business. The following reasons are the major reasons why people stay stuck in life. Number one, lack of clarity. I think I've explained that clarity. What you can do to yourself is to know exactly what you want. See, trust me, if you say, okay, you did microbiology in school, right? And you want to become a banker, very easy to do. What can I do to find my way and navigate into the banking system? Abi, what certifications do I need? What skills do I need? What competence do I need? Then go and gather them. Then go to the bank. Now, if you don't know, that's the problem. You must first know exactly what you want. Lack of clarity. And until you know where you are going, Bishop Oyedepo will say, life without the right bearing is a burden. Life without the right bearing is a burden. LDG, let me talk to that man. Life without the right bearing is a what? Is a burden. It means that if you don't have the right bearing for your own life, you are even a burden to yourself and a burden to people around you. Clarity is very important. Number two, poor visibility. Poor visibility. The problem here is that some of us, we are not visible. Hope, I didn't see my video. Me too, I want to be visible now. Where's my video? I like something she did, right? We met last 2 weeks, right? At Omniverse. She just put me to a corner, oh, just make her dey do video wey I no plan for. I love that. See, the truth is, in this economy that we are in right now, visibility is very important. If you are not visible, if nobody knows you, don't expect anything from where you are not known. Everything now almost anchors on your visibility. Now you are trying to build a career in an industry. People in that industry, do they even know you? Do they know that somebody like you exists? If people in the industry don't know that you exist, what then are you doing? Oh, sorry, this is even working. So what then are you doing? Some of you here, all you have is just a LinkedIn account where you do only God knows. I expect that as a professional, either a career professional or a business professional, you are expected to have a well clean and optimized LinkedIn account. If I ask us now, how many of us has optimized, underline the word optimized, LinkedIn account? How many of us? Oh yeah, now, just very few. Just very few. Very few of us. Now, if you are not visible, now before we even go to LinkedIn, people around you, your friends, right? Your family members, your people who are close to you, do they even know that you do what you are doing, what you claim you are doing now? Do they know that you are doing it? So you sell something, right? If somebody close to you, somebody is saying, I need to buy something, no, and you are selling it, and the person is discussing with is your friend, and the person cannot say, yes, one of my guys dey do am na, VAT, sure banker, this guy will give you the best, because he doesn't know, you cannot say anything. And you say you are in business, and nobody knows you. Who wants to buy from you? Maybe ghost, abi? It's true. When you see the likes of Tony Elumelu, every day you say sometimes, like, this man, you don't know say you dey old, eh? Everything you wan enter plane, you still snap, you still want this one, and then endorsement, you still do this one, sign contract, you still. Why is he doing all of those things? Because visibility is very, very important in everything. This is not a blame to anybody. I understand that we are just starting our journey, right? But now start with visibility. Be known for something. Let people around you know, even if you are selling ordinary nails, let the ladies around you or the women around you know that you are selling nails. If possible, the guys, let them know. For the day they want to buy for their girlfriend or their brother, their sister or their mother, let them just know, say, you are selling. Let people know you are selling that thing. You are doing something. Nobody around you knows that you do that. Visibility is very important. Now the question is, ask yourself, that thing you are doing, picture 100 people around you. How many of them know that you are doing that thing? How many of them actually? Because things are not going to happen by magic. You are claiming that you need sales, you need sales, you need sales. No be person wey know you na go buy from you, abi? If I don't know that you exist, exist, yes. How do you expect me to buy from you? I have to know that, okay, this person does this person sells this, then whenever I need it, I can now go and buy from that person. So how many people know that you are doing that thing? Start taking your visibility very serious, starting from your LinkedIn account, right? If possible, go back to your TikTok and clean all those all those, I don't know, but you know what I'm talking about. Go and clean all of them. Start creating content that would make people to see you as someone who has value to give. I'm not against your dance videos if you are a dancer. So you know that some people are dancers and that's how they chop. Oh. I mean, you don't know. That's how they feed their family. That's how they eat. That's how they live. So they are dancers. If that's what you do, it's okay. But you are something else. People will go to your handles and they are seeing something else. Abba. I know you are just cashing crews, but some crews are not really worth it. Right? Some of them are not really worth it. Just let go of some of them, especially some of like LinkedIn. Some of you here, you don't even have LinkedIn account. Like this program now, ensure that you snap yourself, right? Post it on LinkedIn. Tag SALBA, right? The issue is this. Let me help you understand something. You are consciously and unconsciously creating a perception of you to the people. Do you understand that? See, people don't buy or people don't just buy value. Hello? People don't just buy value. What they buy is perception of that value. You may come to me that I should consult for you and I'll tell you a particular amount of money. You may not want to pay, right? But you go to Fela Drotoye and go and he will call you higher amount of money and you'll be ready to pay. Why? Because you perceive that that man maybe has everything than I do. It's just perception. The same bottle water that you buy for 200, right? 200 abi. You go to a restaurant and buy it. How much are you selling in the hotel? I think it's about 2,000. The same Biggie. I'm sorry, the same Biggie now and Eva. That's probably 300. Aquafina, thank you. Buy 2,000. Be like, what's happening here? So the point is that is it different content? It's not different content. Oh, same producer. They say you got your own. That's it. They got their own too. But that ideology of things cannot be cheap here. There are some environment you enter into, right? For instance, you want to go and buy something, especially in Lagos. No, Lagos we like packaging a lot. You enter the venue. In your mind, you already know that they no go gree this thing wey I wan buy. You plan to price it for 2,000. In your mind, you already know that they no go gree. Is that true?
Yes.
You already know that they will not know. Is it true that they cannot, because of the environment they've created, they've tried to change something in your thinking that we are not cheap here? Perception. You go to some offices, let's say you want to see the oga for a meeting. First of all, they will tell you to sit at the reception. Intentionally keep you there for like 5 minutes, make AC dey blow you. Abi, the AC will blow you very well. Somebody will say, sorry, your guy is in a meeting. Na lie, your guy not in any meeting. Your guy is just trying to catch up with himself. Like somebody said, meeting is meeting. Oh. You can even be by yourself and you're having a meeting. Abi, God said, come, let us make man. Who are the come? Who are the people? So he's calling himself, theologian say Holy Spirit and Jesus, quote and unquote, but he's still calling himself to a meeting. So you can also call yourself to a meeting. So you are busy doing something, say, sorry, I'm in a meeting. I will reach out to you later. Abi now, that's just joke anyways. So you get there, they will tell you to wait after 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, they will not tell you the boss is coming. From there, from the reception, they will move you to the boardroom. You now get to the boardroom. The interior alone don't kill you. You know, omo, hey, They don't go agree. In your mind, already know that this person is expensive. This person is expensive. And the man now comes with one fine suit like that, one big suit like that, very calm, just be talking to you like somebody who doesn't have a problem. So in that, you already know that for you to be pricing with that man, it's like you are fooling yourself. That is perception. So perceived value is very, very important. I'm talking about visibility. I need to move on because of time. Visibility. Let people have a perception of you. That is what will make them to buy that thing you want to buy. I'm sure some of you here, if you have been going for different programs, there are some programs you have gone to that you have paid. The way they package the program, in your mind, be like, if I go for this program, I'll come back, I will not have any problem again in my life. Have you? And you pay. At the end of the day, you go there and be like, this is a normal thing now, have you? It's a normal thing. Perception of value. Now let's do some practical. What is the difference between iPhone and Samsung? Yeah? The name? Oh yeah. Sir? The reputation, the name, the value. Do you know that the thing that is making iPhone to sell now is just perception? The day there's a negative perception to iPhone and it goes viral, many people will move away from iPhone. That's the truth. That is why when you see some people, they are intentionally creating a narrative about them in the public space, you know that is very intentional. Visibility is very, very, very important to whatever you want to do. So when people see your business, what can they say about your business? You can't do more than how visible you are, right? Visibility is now like a currency. You have to be visible, like let people know you. Let people know you for that thing that you are doing or that thing that you can do. Until they know you, don't expect them to patronize you. Now, you need to understand, Ayodeji, what did he say? No problem. So, this life goes beyond what you can do personally. If you are in business, if you are building a career, some breakthroughs will come your way through referrals, through somebody mentioning your name to them, right? Now, if they don't know your competence, how can they refer you? So somebody reached out to me and says, I need somebody who can do X, Y, Z. I know you, but I don't know you can do it. So if I don't recommend you, is it my fault? The next one is weak system. Weak system. Anything that you are trying to build, right? You must build a system around it. Hello? Some of us, there are some systems that automatically, while growing up, right, is what we inherit it or inherited them unconsciously. But some of those things that really matter to us, we don't really care about them. And that is why some of us complain about being inconsistent. See, if you have a system around anything, you'll be consistent about it. And another thing is that why we are not consistent is because you don't know the why. You don't know the why. Until you're able to answer the question, why? Why must I do this? You won't be consistent. Anything you want to do, bro, okay, I've asked you a question. Bro, when you wake up every morning, why do you always brush your teeth? to avoid, you know that you embarrass yourself, right? You know that you have, so automatically, even if you don't want to, you advise yourself that I have to, if not I will embarrass myself, because you know the why. And now some of you, you have already built a system. Immediately you wake up and you want to, the first thing is to go into the bathroom, wash your face, brush your teeth. That's the first thing you do before you even come out at all to do anything. You have created a system around that. So anything you want to do at all in your business, there must be a system. Now, what exactly is this thing we call system? It's a repeated or repeatable process. A process that can be repeated over and over again. That's simply what we call system. That you don't have to struggle or sometimes be reminded to do. It will come naturally because there's a system. For instance, if we're doing more of business now, I'll explain system, structure, and culture, right? Because in a system, I mean, in an organization where there is no proper system, a lot of things are going to go wrong. A lot. Every organization have their system of how the things are being done. For instance, I think the commonest one that many of us know, HR. Every company has their recruitment system. Abi? At least you don't just go to carry your CV. Oh yeah, HR, give me job today. I've come to work. Does it work that way? They will just throw you out now. It doesn't work that way. They will tell you, okay, you have brought your CV. Oh yeah, submit your CV. Don't worry. You can go home. We'll review your CV. Abi? Maybe that will take like 1 month based on their internal process. Then, if you are lucky, they will call you for interview. After the interview, they will tell you, don't worry, we'll get back to you. Maybe another 1 month. So sometimes you be like, how can they do this thing? No, truly, some of those things, they can even do it in 1 week. That's the truth now. They can do that thing in 1 week and you resume the next week. But 2 months, you are still waiting for them to call you to start the job. Because there's actually a process. Right? You can't just be, okay, you want to go to the accountant and say, okay, where's my salary? You are going to accountant to ask for salary. Is it proper that way? No. Even if you have not been paid and you need that money badly, you can't accountant, oh yeah, my money. There's a system. Just wait. Everybody is going to be paid. So there must be a system surrounding everything you do in life. Now, another thing why many of us are stuck is because we have low value skills. Now, let's do a practical. That skill, now write out all the skills that you have. Everybody, please do that. Write out the skills that you have, all the skills that you think you have. All the skills that you think you have. Write them out. All the skills that you think you have. Write them out. All the skills that you think you have. Write them out. All your skills. At least, okay, if you can't remember everything, write out the first 5. The first 5 skills that you think or that you know, you are very sure that you have. The first 5. I'd love to go around. Let me see what people are writing. This your writing is very small. You don't even want me to see in the first place. First, have you written yours? So fast. First 5 skills that you think you have. First 5. This reality check. Oh, I want you to be true to yourself. Now, having done that, how many of those skills, right, are high value skills? You know, high value skills? Skills that, number 1, they are not just common, and number 2, people pay for them very well. High value skills. There are some skills, when you see them, you know that to even get them is very expensive. For instance, now, you are looking for a cybersecurity professional. They will tell you how many people are even cybersecurity experts in the first place. So it's not, number 1, it's not common. Number 2, very high. So I know some of us are not, our own skills are not into tech. Tech alone are not the high value skills that we have. We have, for instance, you are into sales. sales is very, very high. To let you know the importance of sales, that sales you commonize, bro. Every business without a sales is going back home. You don't understand? Every business that you are doing and there is no sales, you are going back home. If you like, go and borrow lapo money. Last, you will say you will take a lawyer to rescue you. So you need those skills. Now the question is, like I was saying, how many of those skills do you think are high value? That's one of the reasons why some of us are where we are. Go and build the kind of skills that are high value. Now, some of them that you have, they are already high value. Just that your level or what you know about them, very small. Low value skills. The next one is fear of action. Fear of action. Many of us, you know what to do, but the problem is that you are scared to even take action. You are scared to take action. You know exactly what to do, but to do them is the problem. You are scared. Fear of the unknown. What if it doesn't work? What if I start this business and it fails? What if I go for the interview and I can't answer the question? What if I apply for the job and they didn't give it to me? The truth is that all the what ifs will not solve your problem. Oh. You have to take action. You might ask yourself 1,000 what ifs. Until you take the right action, your life goes nowhere. You must be able to take action. Fear is a constant thing. Let me put it that way. Fear is constant. See, especially if you want to go into business, nothing is sure. That's why they call it entrepreneurship. Do you know the foundation of entrepreneurship? Right? Innovation and risk. Hello? Entrepreneurship is built on two things: innovation or creativity and risk taking. So if all you want is that, everything, just jolly, you don't want to take any risk, you're on your own. You want to start a business. Who told you that the next 5 days, the next 5 years, you are going to make money from that business? Who told you? There was one business. I'm coming. Chowdeck. The guy was saying last week that the first 1 year, they don't even have to up to 100. No, is it? No. First 1 year, all he has on his app that are using his app, they are just his friends. First 1 year. Even the first 3 years, everybody on the app, they were not even up to maybe 500. But now they have more than millions using the app. So who gave that assurance that business you want to go and start? In the next 5 years, you start grooving around like Tony Elumelu. You think it's easy? So you have to actually take the risk. You cannot, okay, I'm scared of this, I'm scared of that. What if? Well, last, what will happen? Your money will go, Abi? You invested the money will go. What if I tell you that until you lose some money, you can't make some money? Until you lose some money, right? You can't make some money. And who said this thing? Pastor, what's this man's name? I will remember his name, sorry. He said, the amount of money you are ready to lose will determine the amount of money you are ready to make. You don't understand? So if you have not, see, money is psychological. I'm already talking about money. Money has something to do with your mental faculty. If you have not lost 1,000 naira before, the day you lose 1,000, it will be like you want to die. Abi, or the day somebody call you to come and invest 1,000, you be like, wàhálà máa ṣẹlẹ̀. But just imagine, 1,000 is nothing to you, and this thing is, if you have lost 1,000 before, it will not make any more sense to you. Just try it. You don't understand. See, the truth is, that's the truth. If you cannot lose a particular amount of money, there's high probability that you cannot make that amount of money. Some of us here, when they tell you come and do something, 100,000, be like 100,000. You just calculate what that 100,000 can do for you. But the day you do something with that 100,000, that day it will not make any sense to you. There was a day I paid for a training, 300,000, 1 day training, 300,000. It shock you? 1 day, 1 day. Okay, how many of us know Ezekiel? So let's see. Ezekiel, thank you, sir. How much is that program I normally do? Strategy Factory, 300,000. He does a conference every year, 750,000. 1 day, maybe 1 month. Some of you, maybe 1 month, just 1 day. The day I paid the 300,000 left my account, I was like, sir? He said, it was my account. It is my account now. So the point is this, what I'm trying to make is this. If you are scared of something, right, especially financially, if you cannot lose that amount of money, you may not be able to gain that amount of money. And business will show you that. You have to look. Do you think it's easy to just make money like that? You know how much you will lose before you can make it? Even Baba Dangote dey cry. You not see at that time when that oga wan cry. You think dey easy when they want 15 now. Did you see the interview? Dangote nearly cried. For Dangote to be crying, do you think it's easy? You know how many billions of dollars that has gone into that? So when you hear that he's making money now, do you think he's I'm very sure maybe he has not even made the money. Maybe Dangote has not even broken through in that refinery. Maybe he has not. I don't even think he has. Abi? I don't think he has broken through in that refinery. You think it's easy? So you think these guys are just big guys, are just like that? Do you know what has gone that they cannot come out to tell you? So your small 2,000, 5,000, if some of you, before you even pay for this program, you think heaven and earth, think heaven and east, west, north, south, come back to your central. I pay this money, what is at stake? If I remove 5K from this money, God. Trust me, if you keep thinking like this, there's a level you cannot break into. That's just the truth. There's a level you cannot break into. There's a level you cannot break into. You have to start doing some things, paying for some things that would, right? Do you know what? Okay, for instance, if you have always stayed with somebody, right? You have always stayed with somebody is the one paying the house rent. The day you carry out money to pay house rent by yourself, that day you have overcome something. What is that thing? Who can help us? You have always stayed with somebody, but you can now gather money on your own to pay. It will not, see. Now, Toyota Corolla, how much? Maybe 7 million, 5 million, 6 million. You think it's a big deal. The day you buy it, the day you are able to buy it, that day, that car will be useless to you. That's the reality. That's how it works. That car will be useless to you. Maybe after 1 month, you don't even like the car again. You're already eyeing one Benz. How do I get money to buy this Benz? That's how life works. The day you make, some of you were thinking, if I can make 100,000, I don't blow. The day you make 100,000, what is the next thing? The 100,000 will not look like, say not 100,000 with this. What if you look at it in your account? Just this 100,000, count is zero again. 1, 2, now see so. You said? So what am I trying to say? You have to take that action. You have to take that action. It is very important. That action has to be taken. That book you want to write, that book you want to read, that training you want to attend, that connection you want to make, you have to do it. provided it matters to your becoming, it matters to what you want to do, it matters to what you are doing with your life, it matters to your aspiration, it matters to your business growth and your career growth, you have to do it. The more you keep thinking that I can't do it, you will always remain at that level. You will always remain at that level. The more you grow in life, the more you do some things, the more you will be accustomed to doing more things. Taking action increases your chance of success by 100%. Now the question is, what must you do now? What action must you take now? Write it down. What action must you take now? What is that thing that you have to do? Hope you know that I'm not just entertaining you with everything I'm saying. I want you to just think. I'm trying to create the opportunity for you to think. So what is that action? Things that you've been postponing for a while now that you have to do. Write it down, that you have to take action on them now. Maybe that course that you want to do, that thing you want to buy, I know that this thing is very important. That person you want to make, that call you want to make, that person you'll be thinking of calling that person for a while. You have to take that action now because it's very, very important. Now, how do you scale your career? Let's talk about career scaling. How do you scale your career? The first one, what exactly is career? Right? When we talk about career, what exactly is this thing that we call a career? A career is simply a structured and a progression of skills, value, and reputation, also an opportunity. Now, with this definition, some of you will know that you don't have a career, you only have a job. Some of you will not understand that you don't have a career, you only have a job. Anything that you are doing or any career that you are building that is not progressive, meaning that you are not progressing, you are just the way you were last year, you were just the way you were last 2 years, you are not in a career, you are just doing a job, right? So it has to be progressive. The skill has to be progressive. The value you are creating, the value you are rendering has to be progressive. The reputation you are building and the opportunities that you are getting has to be progressive. Now, difference between a job and a career. Now you ask yourself, are you just doing a job or you are building a career? The first one is a job will only give you an income. At the end of the month, maybe a salary. Yeah, salary will just come in. You are happy. Before the end of the month, I don't want to say you are sad, but you know what I mean. You know. But a career will give you leverage more than just the money. It will give you leverage. It will open you up to some opportunities. Some things will come alongside that thing you are doing. Number two, job is short term. Career is long term. You are doing a job just to survive, just to eat and to drink and to pay house rent and probably to fuel your car. But a career will give you growth opportunity. Now let me say this. Everybody here, as you are trying to get a job or you already have a job, one thing you must look out for in that job is your growth opportunity, your growth prospect. Right? If you have been doing this job for 2 years and nothing is changing in your life, it is well, oh, but trust me, you are not building a career. And I expect everybody here to build a career. Right? Don't just get a job, build a career. You need to build a career. And how do you do that? You have to become a better version of yourself every single day. If you have spent you spent a while with your employer and you want to leave that your employer and that person is not scared, right? That person is not scared to lose you, then you have not been valuable all the while. Do you understand what I said? If you have been working with somebody or in an organization and you are planning to leave, or you have told them that you want to leave and they are not bothered, then you have to go back and work on yourself. There is a level of improvement you have in yourself. You become a threat to employer. I'm not teaching you to be a rebel, though, but I'm telling you, where I was working before, right? I got my PMP certificate, I got my HRMP certificate, I posted it. My HOD, the next meeting we had, like, Phyllis, this one you are just gathering certificate. Are you sure you want to stay with us? I understand that question. I understand that question. Because the truth is that when you are working with an employer and you are building yourself, you are becoming a better version, they don't want to lose you. That's the truth. They don't want to lose you. But you are just there. You are just marking activities, nothing really significant. The day you tell them you are going, you just send HR. HR, abeg, get somebody in the next 2 weeks. They don't care. They tell you soldier go, soldier come. It does not apply to everybody. Hope you know. Some people will leave an organization, that organization will shake. You don't know. Some people will leave an organization, right? Maybe you just had to leave after much negotiation. That no, I have to go, but they will feel it. It will shake the CEO, it will shake maybe your line manager, because they know that we are losing assets, we are losing big assets. And sometimes they will be scared that you should not go and join their competitors, because they know that if you go and join their competitor, problem don't burst with that, because they know that, number one, you know all their secrets, you know everything about their operation. Or you now tell them that you want to go out, they now know that you want to go and start your own thing. So, how do you scale your career? Number one, to scale your career, number one, you must become highly valuable in a core skill. Now, there is this philosophy that should I just focus on one skill, or I should build different skills? Somebody will say, nobody, you not go know the one wey go bring food to your table, just do all of them. Right? As much as you want to do all of that, let me give us a strategy. Have a core that people know you for and build other ones underneath. Hello, do you understand that? See, the likes of Tony Elumelu in his level can decide to do many things. Nobody will say, oh, this big man, sha. He just do this one, money don't dey, just do anyone. But you are trying to be here to say this one doesn't know bearing, this one doesn't have his bearing, doesn't even know what he's confused, doesn't know what he wants in his life. But can you tell Tony Elumelu, can you tell Jim Ovia that just left Zenith Bank to join real estate, that doesn't know what he's doing, that he last bearing? Can you tell him like that? You will get bearing, where are you? So what do you do? Build a skill that people can know you for, right? That one can be what most people know you for. These other ones can just be side hustles. People can know you as a lawyer, but you do more than law practices or legal practices. People can know you as anything, but you do more than that. Number two, build visibility around that skill. Build visibility around that your core skill, that skill that you have. How many people know you? Build a visibility around it. What can you do that will make people to know you? Build a visibility. Go online, right? Make your own noise online. Ring your own bell. Blow your own trumpet. It's very important. Number three, position yourself for opportunity. Everything you want in life, hello, everything you want in life also wants you. Bro, that kind of life that you envisage, that you always like to live, that kind of car you want to drive, that car also wants you. Hello, that car also wants you. That kind of life also wants you, but they don't want this version of you. This version of you cannot attract them. Are we together? This version of you cannot attract them. Do you have any money with you? Let me do something. How much is this? Okay, what is this first of all? Money, right? This is money. Okay, can this money buy this sweet? Can this money buy this microphone? Maybe it's money. What's the difference? Oh yeah, now what's the difference? It is money, but this money cannot buy everything. You have a value, but that your value cannot get you everything. There's a level to that value. There's a level to that value. That skill that you have, there's a level to what it can give you. So if I want to buy this thing, what do I need to do? I will increase this money, then I will be able to afford it, right? That's how life actually works. There are some things, now that you can do. The reason why you cannot do them now is because you don't have the worth, the corresponding value to attract it. Now, how do you build corresponding value? First of all, building yourself. So you have to position yourself. Very important. You have to position yourself. Every positioning, right? Or sorry, every opportunity comes to you based on how you are positioned. Based on how you are positioned. Based on the value that you can provide. When the Bible says the gift of a man makes room for him, the gift of a man makes room for him. Anyways, the proper transcription of that Bible is not gifts like I have a gift or talent. It's not it. It's normal. I give you gifts. That's what the Bible is saying. Go and read it very well. But based on how we popularly interpret it, can I have 3 or 4 people here? Oh yeah, now time is going. 3 or 4 people. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Please clap for them. Now, please, yeah, thank you. So now, when the Bible says the gift of a man will make room for him. Now, these are people or these are positions, right? Me as I am, I cannot get into their middle. But there's a level of gifts, a level of growth, a level of value that I will acquire, that I will force myself. You don't understand? I will force myself in their midst. So if I am not in their midst, something is missing in my life. What's that thing? Value. For me to be able to find myself in their midst, I have to go and get that level of value, that corresponding value that can take me to where they are. So when you see some people in your organization that they are earning big, or people you know that you want to wonder how, just go and learn what they learned, go and know what they know, go and practice at their level, then you become like them. Please, thank you. Go and sit down. Our time is fast spent to number 4, build strategic relationship. Please go back to your manual. Go back to your manual and answer the questions there. Are we done? Now we've talked a lot about career. Let's go a bit into business. Let's talk about business. Now, please listen to me. I'm going to be explaining some things. Some of you will know that for now, you don't even have a business. You might think you are a CEO, but you don't have a business. You are just another kind of job. Though you are the one paying your own salary, but you still don't have a business. Right? Now, what is business? Can somebody help us to define what business is? Who will help us? The business moguls, business tycoons, business people here now. Who wants to help us? Should I point? Let me come to this side, Jerry. I beg. So, what is business? Yeah, help us. You know, I know you know it. So yeah, tell us. Those things you used to share on your yeah. Those content you normally pull out. Yeah, tell us some of them. What is business? Something that you can sell to people and they can buy and that you can make profit from it. Who wants to add to it? Who wants to add to it, please? What is business? Thank you, sir.
A business is an organized activities that aims to sell products, services, and or services with the aim of making profit.
That looks like a business school kind of definition. Okay, thank you very much, sir. So we are all correct. I will give two definitions. I will give the one I think is the simplest. Then I will now give another one. So I call a business exchange of value for value. Just one line. Exchange of value for value. Now, anything that you do, if it can be considered a value and people can exchange value for it, it can be said to be a business. What does that mean? If I'm selling this thing, right? If I'm selling this thing, meaning that this thing is valuable to you. Before you can come to my store to say you want to buy it, it means that you need it. It's going to solve some problem in your life. So that me giving it to you and you giving me your own value. What is that value you are giving me? Money, thank you. So it's an exchange of value for value. That's why the whole concept of business model, it is value creation, value delivery, and value capturing. The whole essence of business model is value creation, value delivery, and value capturing. And every business that we have right now, even in Nigeria, they fall under this category. Any business, picture any of them, it is either under value creation. Any business that you want to do, any skill that you want to even build, it has to be around how do people create value. What does that mean? I want to create this thing. Thank God. I want to create this thing, right? I want to create it. This is what I want to be selling. This is what I want to be selling. So, what do I need to do to get this thing ready to be bought? It's called value creation, right? You are a local food seller. Let's come down. You want to we say restaurant, let's do Mama Put. So Mama Put has decided that she wants to be cooking rice and beans and probably mix it with pomo and rice. So what would this mama do? Mama will go to the market, right? Probably get a space, then go to the market, get a rice, get all those things. Then mama will get to the kitchen and cook all of those things. Then mama will, I don't come out today, oh, everybody come and buy what I said. Every activity that she went through to make that food available for anybody to come and buy is called value creation. Do you understand it now? Everything you need to do to get your value available for whoever needs it to come and patronize you is called value creation. Now, value delivery is how are you going to deliver to your customers? How are you going to deliver? Now, a lot of businesses have now come up in that regard. The likes of Chowdeck. Chowdeck does not have any product. Hope you know. What they do. Chowdeck, what do you do? How do you do that? Basically, what do they do? Like, what do you, if you want to use them now, what would they do for you? Basically, logistics. Thank you. Right? Basically, logistics. And that's the problem you are solving. Hope you know how to deliver value. When their business goes digital, then people will get to know them. So you are here creating a value that your customer or your ideal customer or your target customer, how are they going to get that thing that you are? So all the logistics companies, that's where they are. They will not have value capturing. Now, after you have spent, done all your investment, done all your wahala to get the project, to get the product ready or the service anyways, to get it ready, right? How are you going to capture? Capturing value means how are you going to make money? Ego, owo, gary bro. You got it? If money no dey, we are just having fun. It's just hobby. Abi na what is business? What is business without money? What is business without money? Na someone should help me. It's nothing. Somebody will tell you, don't go into business to make, because of money. Should I go into business because of poverty? I understand. The truth is that don't go in the bid to, you have to have what we call delayed gratification. Don't go and expect that in 2 months' time, you want to go, you have to be riding private jets. You want to become this thing. So we are going to do an exercise here. So what am I trying to say? All of these businesses, if you can create value, right, or exchange your value for value, it's called business, right? It's called business. Now, let me go back to the slide. I want to show us something. How many of these persons you can identify? Oh yeah. They are very, very popular people now. You can mention like 2. Who do you know there? You know Dangote now. Everybody know Dangote. Who don't know Dangote? Tony Elumelu. Fọlọ́ṣọlá Kija. $10. What's his name? Rabiu, yes. Who's that man? That guy.
Even
Airport? He's an investment banker. Sir? Owner of what? Okay, he's the owner of the airport. Yes, he's the owner. I don't know. What's his name? What's the airport? Oh, thank you, sir. Mr. Adebayo Obilesi. Thank you. Now, how many of us, who can you identify here? Don't know who? Money Point. What's his name? Sholake. No, be Shola. Oh yeah, now, who can identify out of these 5? Who can identify? Okay, this 6. Who can identify 4? Okay, you know what your piggy vest. What is his name now? Oh yeah. These are guys. These are young guys actually. These are young guys. So the first guy, who is he? Let's start with that. That is David Aluko. Sorry, David is his middle name. That's the owner of Chowdeck, the first guy. So you can be a dreadlock and still be a billionaire. Gone are those days when you think if you are a dreadlock, if you are even dreadlock, you are Agbero boys. Right? Luckily, this guy started just a few years ago. Right? In fact, he was even saying that he wrote his first business plan while he was on campus. While he was NYS orientation camp. This Lagos here, 2010 or thereabouts. That was when he first knew exactly what they call business plan because they told them. That's Femi Aluko. Femi, yes. Femi Aluko. The second one is Tosin Edolonda, Money Points. So with all this wahala wey happen with Tosin last 2 months, you still not know Tosin. Are you not online? Tosin is the owner of Money Points. Then we have these 2 guys. We even have 2 guys here having dreadlock. Oh. That is Ezra Olubi, Paystack. The 2 guys are Paystack. Ezra and Shola, Paystack. Then we have Odunayo, Eweniyi, that's Piggy Vest. We are going somewhere. Then the last guy, sorry you don't see this thing. The last guy is Olugbenga Agbola, Flutter Wave. I'm sure some of you know this. You have heard about their businesses. You have their account, you use them, but you don't even know the faces behind all of these things. Now, the question is this. I want you to project something. Do you know that few years ago, these are the guys really in the business, like in the entrepreneurship, this thing. These are the guys we know, Abi.
Yeah.
But do you know that give it like 20 years, some of these guys will not be on the stage anymore. Some of these guys you are seeing here, some of them might probably have died self. Some of them must have retired back to their family, spending time with their grandchildren. They don't have time to do deals or travel around anymore. Maybe by then, these guys and some other guys will now be the new billionaires. Do you know what really struck me, this thing? We used to know that these guys are billionaires. Obviously, they are. But if you see the level at which these guys are amassing wealth, fear will catch you. You don't understand? Some of these guys, they did their businesses in Naira. Hope you know, they started their business in Naira. Most of these guys, they are dealing with dollars. Hope you know, dealing with dollars. Do you know how much money point, Flutterwave, Paystack, you know how much they are making a month? So the question is, what is common among these people? What is actually common? What is common? Huh? Somebody said something. Sir, businessmen, they are all businessmen. I heard something. Eh? Value. Thank you. Value creation. That is what is common among them. So, who is going to be the next? Maybe 10 years from now, somebody will be having this kind of training. Obviously, not me, because I can't do this kind of training in the next 10 years. Abi? Somebody will have this kind of training, and they will list your own business or your own face as one of these guys. Now, a business a business is a system that solves a problem for profit, but not just for profit, solving it for profit repeatedly. If you are doing something, you make money today, you don't know the next time you are making money. It's not a business, so hello, you are doing something, you make money today, you don't even know, you are not sure of the next time you are making money. You are not in business yet. In fact, the new business now, you have to make money in seconds. You don't understand. You have to make money in seconds. If you are still waiting for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So, value creation, value delivery, and value capturing. This is exactly what business is. Now, the question is, for those who are in business, what value are you creating? What value are you creating? Now, who can help us? What's the difference between an entrepreneur? Now, please listen. This is not entrepreneur. This is not I've seen different names. I've different pronunciation. It's not entrepreneur. There's nothing try here. This is simply entree. Hello. At least if the only thing you can learn from this training, don't go and be saying entrepreneur, I say you are from the village. This is entrepreneur. So what's the difference between an entrepreneur and a self-employed person? What do you think is the difference? Who wants to talk to us? What's the difference? Self-employed. What does it mean to be self-employed? Oh yeah, now let's talk. Okay, please.
Okay, so in my definition, so I would say entrepreneur is a person who sees the problem and decides to solve the problem at it.
Okay.
So I get it. So why self-employed person is someone who probably has a skill, wants to do themselves. So I'm using that to make money. That constant.
Thank you. So something very important from what you said. Continuously. So let's have another definition. Thank you.
So for self-employed, or someone that work for herself, that trades time for money. So when the person stops working, the money stops.
Hmm.
Why for
Entrepreneur.
entrepreneur? Someone that build a business that even without him or her money still comes.
This one is a Harvard kind of definition. When you are self-employed, you are basically working for yourself. You might be calling yourself an entrepreneur just to console yourself, but the truth is that you are still self-employed. You are just self-employed. You just escape one oga shouting at you, one oga calling you to send a report, one oga calling you for a meeting, telling you have not done this one, you have not delivered that one. So now to start your own, and you call yourself, I'm a business owner. You are just simply a self-employed person. Now, what is the difference between a self-employed person and an entrepreneur? One word. I will call it a system. I will call it a system. And that will not make me go back to what he said. Right? A self-employed person is someone who trades his time, his attention for money. So if you are trading your own time, your attention for money, you are self-employed. So it means that the day you fall sick and you cannot go to work, no money for that day. The day you don't feel like going, no money will come that day. The day you feel like sleeping at home, nothing comes to you that day. Do you understand it now? But for you to become an entrepreneur, it means that you have a system that makes things to happen repeatedly, with or without you. With or without you. Now, according to Robert Kiyosaki, we have this cash flow quadrant. Can you see it? Yes. I think this is a very popular quadrant. I'm sure many of us are not seeing it for the first time. The first one is employee, meaning that you have a job. So obviously, if you have a job, meaning that you are working under somebody, you are working under an employer. At the end of the month, they pay you a salary. You are actually you are actually an employee, right? Now, from there, you move to S. S is self-employed. Self-employed means that you have actually escaped from one employer wahala. You just want to be on your own. But that does not really make you an entrepreneur yet. You are just trying to. Now, it's not that it's bad. Many of the big businesses today starts from an self-employed. That's true. So after you left your employer, you started something. You are just the only person. After some, you get one intern, one volunteer. From there you get one staff that you can pay. From there you get two. From there you get three. Before you know it, you now build a system. But you can't just leave one day except you already have everything figured out. You can't just work where. In fact, it's not even advisable. It's not even advisable to leave a particular job or that you want to start a business except you are already at the top level. But now you just want to start, you don't have the money yet, you don't have everything. What you are thinking is that, how do I get a staff? You don't even know the operation of your business first. You are thinking of you want to get a staff. Then the next one is business owner. A business owner is an entrepreneur, simply someone who has a system working for them. They are not trading their time for money. They are not trading their attention for money. Jimobi left Zenith Bank. Since then, has Zenith Bank not running? Has it not running? The owner of Access Bank died 2 years ago. Is it not still? Have you because of that one close to Access Bank? Have you still not? Is it not still working? Still working. Dangote has how many companies? Is Dangote in all of those companies? Obviously not. They has a system that is making things to work. If a staff resigns, another staff will come to continue. That's how it works. So what really is the difference between them? It's called system. Then the last one is called investors. This is the baba of them. the Baba Patapata. These are the Ojokus. Bro, last week they just announced Tony Elumelu as the chairman of SEPLA. What do you think is the reason? Is it his knowledge or skills or what? What? Is what? The shares. Same people, shares. All the shares, investment, and ownership. Let's leave shares now. Big English, ownership. If I invest something into your business and you give me, even it is 0.000, some of you here, you are even share, you are shareholder to MTN. Abi? Yes, now I remember that time MTN was selling 0.00. How much have you carried out since then, sir? MTN don't dey use shit. Investment, very, very important. As you are building, you must have that investment mentality. A time will come, allow your money to work for you. Just recently, you see that Otedola has moved into Dangote Refinery. How many of us saw it? Please, let's be updated. These are things that you need as a business person. These are things you need to have as a business person. You have to invest. A few years ago, there was one issue with why am I mentioning names? So I better go. I don't get my lawyer never strong like that too. When not going to speak according to law. You understand now what Tosin said that day? That his lawyer is saying. He said, no, it's not Tosin. The other guy. How many of us follow platform the last time? Right? The guy, don't let me go into that. The guy just, his lawyer just finished law school. And this guy is being detained. Instead of lawyer to go there and he's not quoting law to policemen. Go and settle this thing and get me out of cell. You are quoting law. This Nigeria. So investment, you have to invest. There was a time Tony Elumelu and Otedola has issues. I'm sure some of us saw about and heard about it. What is the issue? What is the issue about? Simply investment. And what is investment? Ownership. Right? Ownership. You can just see someone. Now, these guys that you see here, do you think, apart from the co-founders, do you think they are the owner of the business? I can tell you one man, right? I don't want to mention his name. He has big investment in Paystack. He has big investment in Flutterwave. He has big investment in PiggyVest. I don't want to mention the man's name. If you even see him, the man does not look like it. The funny part doesn't look like it. He's a stakeholder. Thank you, sir. So what am I trying to say? In fact, Money Point. How many of us saw the interview he did with Kemi? How am I mentioning names like this? I don't want to be mentioning him. He did one interview with Kemi Adeosun where he said Jimovia spent, how much did he invest into Money Point? Sir? $5.5 billion. Million. It's not $1 million or million naira. I thought it's naira. So before even Money Point can be strong, Jimovia has to invest such amount of money. No, now I don't even know how much he has. Now let's do one practical. For some of us who are business owners and you think everything is about, check Jeff Bezos, right? What's the name of his company? Amazon. Check how many shares does he have in Amazon. Let's check online. You'll be shocked. Somebody should check. Jeff Bezos. What is the shares in Amazon? Sir? It's not up to 20%. Yeah, let's check. How many shares does he have? Just imagine you will start the business. Out of 100%, you don't even get 20. 8.2. So it means that 80 something percent, 8.2, 90, that is 98% it belongs to other people. But today, 92, thank you. So today now, when we are talking about Amazon, who do you know? Who do you know? Do you know others? Investment is very important. So when you have some money, go and invest. But don't go and invest when you are still hungry. Oh. Don't go and invest when you are hungry. Oh. This is how it works. Before you can invest, you must have a consistent cash flow. You must have consistent cash flow. Some of you here, real estate people should not use you to chop. You get 1 million, you don't get that money. Tell you, bring this 1 million. In 5 years' time, if you turn to 20, hunger will kill you. Hunger will kill you. See, people who invest, they don't invest their capital. They invest their proceedings. They invest their profits. All you have, all your life savings, 1 million, you carry it, go and buy land, it's fine. But what happens before that land appreciates? Bro, what is going to happen? What is going to happen? I'm not saying you should not, but ensure that that 1 million naira, you can do away with it in the next 5 years. You don't understand? You can do away with that 1 million naira in the next 5 years. So that even if the money does not even come self, it will not do anything. Do you know what it will mean? When you carry your life savings to save and the whole thing come crash. So investment is very, very important. Now, there's a decision model here. Why do you choose that your career path? That career path you are following now, why did you choose it? You are a business person, you are a career person. Why? Is it for passion? Answer that question within yourself. Is it for passion? Is it because you are pressured? No job. I'm hungry. I have to do anything that comes. Or is it because it gives you opportunities? Or you are just doing it for survival? Clarity is the beginning of scale. Until you are clear, until you have a very clear understanding of what you want to do, you cannot scale at any point. Now, we have the Ikigai framework. Basically, this is a Japanese concept that explains a reason for anything that you are doing. And we have kind of 4 points there. Number one is what you love. Are you doing what you are doing right now because it is what you love? Number two, what you are good at. Right? Or maybe let me put it this way, you can start a business or build a career around this framework. Number one is what you love. Some of you here, the reason why you are finding it difficult at your workplace is because you don't even like that job in the first place. What you are doing there, you don't like it. Am I lying? There's a thing you'll be doing, right? They will call you at night, you'll be glad because you see that you know what you are doing. You hate sales and you want to become a salesperson. You'll be struggling. The day you make 100,000, glory be to God. So what are you good at? That's a question you need to ask yourself. What are the things that you are good at? Naturally, you are endowed with some stuff. Then, what does the world need? What does the world need? What that thing you like, does the world even like it? Or does the world need it rather? The last but not the least, what can you be paid for? What can you be paid for? What is that thing that you know how to do and people can pay you for it? You can start a business around these 4 questions and you can get a job around this. If any of this is not part of the business you are doing, if any of this is not part of the career you are building, trust me, you are going to have issues. You are going to have issues. Especially if you are just starting as a business person. You don't have team yet. In fact, every business should come out from passion because the next 2 years you may not even make any money. If the passion is not there, my brother, you go run away. Do you know what it means to be a business owner? At the end of the month, you don't have any money. And somebody who is doing 9 to 5, at least last, at the end of the month, something to go burst for your account. Abi, and you, month end, you dey look your account, they look you. It might happen for only God knows when, until you are able to figure out your X. Now, sustainable growth formula. What is your passion? How can you turn that your passion into a skill? Some of you, this is the solution that you need to move from where you are right now. You have a lot of passions, you have a lot of talent. Have you been able to identify what are your passions, what are your talents? Believe you me, there's no one here who doesn't have a talent or who doesn't have a passion. There is something your heart yearns towards, something you always long for, something. It's normal. You must have a passion. Like we always say, sometimes you may not have the talent, but you have the passion for it, you can get it done. And simply put, we always say that that's the difference between Ronaldo and Messi. We say Messi is talented, but Ronaldo is passionate. Abi? So what is that passion and that talent that you have? How can you move it to become a skill? How can you move it to become a skill? Now, what is a skill? Some of the things we call a skill are not skills. They are just knowledge. What then is a skill? A skill is number one, or a skill must, number one, be rewardable. If nobody can reward you for that thing you have, it is not a skill. Please write it down. Ask yourself, you said you have a skill, you have 20 skills. Check all of those skills. How many of them are rewardable? Meaning, how many of them can people pay you for? How many of those skills can people pay you for? A skill must be rewardable. A skill must be noticeable. A skill must be noticeable. Somebody must notice that you have that skill. And lastly, a skill must be transferable. You should be able to transfer it to another person, meaning that you must be able to teach or coach another person. Then, how can you make that skill progression from talent and passion to skill? Right? So it means that if you have a passion and a talent now, it doesn't pay. You have to build it to become a skill. In fact, that will not permit me. I would have explained that to how it becomes, you become an expert and you become a consultant. Some of the people calling themselves consultants today, they are not consultants. Let me say it very well. This is small boy, never even reached 2 years in the industry, he's calling himself a consultant. Consulting, what are you consulting? You must move from passion to skill, from skill to competence, from competence to expertise, from expertise, then you become a consultant. You can see the journey. You don't just wake up today and say, tomorrow and say you are a consultant. I understand. Well, I understand. Because we do consulting. And what is consulting? For both of us to talk, no, we consult. Well, it's correct, but basically, you should not be proud of it. You are not yet a consultant. You must be an expert before you become a consultant. Let's leave that. How can you build that passion that you have, that skill that you have? How can you work on it to become a skill, that passion and talent? How can you train yourself to become a skill for you? Now, if you have built a skill around it, how can you make it to solve the market problem? How can you make it to become something that the people need? There are some problems, there are some solutions or skills that are very, very important. There's no way you want to do it. People will surely need them. For instance, you are a medical doctor. People must sick now, don't you know? And if nobody sick, nobody will come for checkup. Abi? You are a lawyer. That one. Somebody must steal somebody's goods. Abi? They must steal somebody's food. Somebody must suspend somebody for something. They must impregnate somebody speaking. So lawyer will always sit now, don't you know? If anything no work, bro, go into real estate. What I'm trying to say, how can you basically make that your skill? to solve a market need. If that your skill cannot solve any market need, you cannot make any money. That's profitability. Do you understand the progression? Some of you now understand where exactly you are. Some of you are still at the passion and talent level. You still have a long way to go. And you want money. You see now, for you to get money, you see where you have to. That your skill, you still have to go and work on it. Sit under somebody who can mentor you very well. Read books, go for trainings. How you can fine-tune that skill, that talent and passion to become a skill that is rewardable, that is transferable, and is noticeable. From there, how can you use that to solve a problem in the market? Life becomes easy when your passion, your skills, your value are in line. Do you know what? You know the kind of tough time you go through when you are trying to build a business that you are not really interested in. You know, people do it. Hope you know. Hope you know. You can be doing a business. Personally, you don't like that business, but because of the money, it is easier to do if you have money and you build a system around it. So it means that it does not really depend on you for the operation of that business. Either you like it or not, make money just dey come in. That's your own point. But in a situation where you don't have money to build a system yet, to get a team, you will still be the one to do most of the activities. It's it's a very tough time. Now let's do SWOT analysis. Your business or your personal life or your career. What is your SWOT analysis? What are your strengths? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Strengths are basically your passion, your talent, your skills, right? What are your weaknesses? Things that you know are part of you and they are the weakness or the limitations that you have. Everybody has it, so don't come and claim Superman. Every business has it, every individual has it. Then what are your opportunities? Then what are your threats? Now I will break this into two. I'll break it into internal and external. Your strength and your weakness, they are internal. Your opportunities and your threats, they are external. Every business. Now, most of the time, some business we succeed the internal part, but we won't be able to succeed the external part. So, for instance, as a business, your strength is that you have good workforce. Your people are good, right? Your workers, they are fine, they are fantastic. They know how to do the job and get the job done. And they've been able to work around their weaknesses, right? You know how to staff your weakness and make everything good looking. But the truth is that if you cannot solve or you cannot navigate the external part, which is basically the threat, especially in Lagos, it's true now. Is it not funny? Is it not funny? The day you were starting your business, make I drop this one, make dem no come for me. You are starting your business, so the day you eat, the day you don't eat, nobody knows. The time you start making money, we don't come. I start saying, let's see your record. Which record? The one me and you do. But the truth is that you don't have a choice. You want to run a business, will surely come for you someday. You are running a business now, you think nobody cares. Lagos State will come for you one day. You'll be surprised to see them in your office. You'll be surprised, like, what happened? They tell you want to see your audited account. Like, now your account of my account. Before you know it, they will come and lock your company. Not be them get am, but they will lock am. Come to Alausa, we will sort it out. You know what that means? This is Nigeria for you. What am I trying to say? A lot of businesses have come and gone because they cannot survive the threat. Nigeria government can just come up with a policy that is against your business, and that will be the end of it. Some businesses are relocated from Nigeria to another country because they can't survive the external factor. Now, how to scale? And what should scaling mean to you? Number one, more income. You must be able to make more money, more visibility, and more opportunity. Also, more impact and less dependency on your effort. That is building a system. This is exactly what you have to do. Now we have a question here on your workbook, right? Answer the 3 questions. What can I do extremely well? What can I do extremely well? Personal question. What can you do extremely well? You need to answer yourself. Are you seen in the market? Are you seen in the market? And how can what you are doing right now open door for you? If you have done that, we go on a short break. What's the time now? Somebody should tell us the time. Sir, ma, 1:45. We'll come back in 10 minutes time. Don't forget, if you go, don't come back in 10 minutes. 1:45. That will be 1 word. 1 word. If you are not seated at that time, minus 15 months from your team. Thank you very much.